Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and today I'm going to be doing a review for The Kids We Were on Nintendo Switch. Now this was released onto the Nintendo Switch store on the 2nd of the 12th, 2021, and it was previously made as a sort of mobile phone game. It came out in 2020 and it was voted like one of the top 3 titles at Google Play's Indie Games Festival 2020, and it won a load of awards for its mobile release. Now, the game itself is a sort of cinematic adventure game with a sort of major focus on the sort of narrative aspect of it. Now, the game itself is set in the sort of late Japanese Showa era, which is sort of like the 1980s, and it's described as a nostalgic journey through a unique time in Japan's recent history. So you play the role as Minato, a young boy who sets out on an unexpected and incredible summer adventure. So basically, you just sort of there at the beginning of the game with your sister, and they arrive at a small town of Kagami, which is a sort of sleepy suburb of Tokyo, but the small town has like lots of sort of secrets and stuff like that, and the boy he intends to find his missing father, basically, who hasn't seen for years, and he's supposed to live in this town. So basically the game starts with you going out there with your sister to try and find out about him, and eventually, I'll not spoil the plot, but eventually you get given a mysterious notebook which is titled The Seven Mysteries. And you basically, the rest of the game is basically using the notebook as a guide, and you basically travel through time, basically, up to sort of 33 years into the past, and it basically goes back to when your father and mother first met. But it's a really interesting little story. I don't want to spoil it, but there's a lot of sort of narration in there, lots of talking, lots of story building and stuff like that. So I highly recommend it if you want sort of a narrative game over like an action game or anything like that. Now the game itself has a really cool like art style. Reminds me of obviously sort of games like Minecraft and stuff like that in that aspect, but it's got a very nice shine to it. It's got a very sort of good polish to the game. And this version is classed as the complete edition, and it includes the original full game as well as an additional extra bonus chapter, sort of like an episode set after the events of the main game, so you get extra content there, and there's also extra collectibles that have been added into this version. So this is basically like the best version of the game out there. If you've played this on phone already, there's obviously reasons to come back to the game, because there's obviously the added extras and stuff like that, which you can collect, and there's the obviously extra the extra chapter as well to play once you've finished the main game. Now, it is published by GAGEX, GAGEX. I've probably butchered that, apologies. And they did let me have a copy of this to do this video, so big thank you to them for that. But like I say, this game is a really cool sort of mystery, sort of intrigue game. I didn't know what to expect of it, and when I looked at the logo and the thumbnails for it, I wasn't expecting it to be as sort of interesting as it was, and with the sort of plot and story that it has, based on the sort of art style. So don't judge a book by its cover. Give it a go, and I think you'll be really surprised. But like I say, it is out now, and it's on Nintendo Switch, and obviously you can get the older versions on mobile, but they don't include the extra episode and all of the extra collectibles. But that's that for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more content, guys. Bye for now.